So I want to do a quick little reaction video to a guy that I'm subscribed to called The Rational Male. If you've never heard of him, he's a red pill type of content creator. And he made a video where he went after some of the guys over at the Daily Wire, including none other than Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro is a fucking feminist.
Feminist movement was not wrong when they said men are acting like pigs. They were wrong when they said women also ought to act like pigs.
Okay, so he's very nihilistic and very negative and very down on guys. So you have Ben Shapiro apologizing for men being pigs, but it's also, well, women need to be pigs too, so they're just as bad as men. We've tried to level the playing field by making women just as piggish as men are. Like, remember when I told Jedediah Bila this? I said, and I will say, I've said this on several occasions, but most recently on Jed's show. If you were born after 1965, you're a feminist. Ben Shapiro is a fucking feminist. So is Michael Knowles, just in a different, his delivery is just different. They're all feminists. Every last one of them are. They don't say, they would never, I don't identify as a feminist. What are you talking about? It's meaningless. This is the 21st century, guys.
So just real quick, I don't know how old the Rational Male is, but clearly he's most likely a Gen Xer. He looks to be at least in his 40s, maybe mid to late 40s, if I had to guess. So he's definitely most likely a Gen Xer. And he said that if you're born post 1965, you're a feminist. I don't agree with that. And I think calling Ben Shapiro a feminist is a little bit strong. I do believe that Ben Shapiro is soft, though. And I like Michael Knowles. I like Matt Walsh. I like some of the guys at the Daily Wire. I'm not a big fan of Ben Shapiro for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into in this video. But I did a video about him months ago when he had his little dust up with Steven Crowder in that contract situation. I just think Ben Shapiro is a grifter. He may have some conservative ideology, but I just don't trust Ben Shapiro. I'm not a fan of his, never have been. A lot of people like him because he talks fast and he sounds like he's super smart. But when it comes to the whole feminist conversation that the Rational Male is having, I do blame men for the current state of things in American society between men and women. The white liberal males are responsible for the proliferation of the feminism movement. They allowed this shit to get out of control the way it has. It was white liberal males on the Supreme Court who allowed Roe versus Wade to become the law of the land. The law of the land in 1973, which has led to the killing of over 60 million babies since 1973. They also allowed no-fault divorce during the Reagan administration. I mean, it's just so many things that have happened that men have allowed because societies rise and fall with their men. And I think the Rational Male is just upset that men have gotten so weak and so soft. And I'm with him on that. I'm from Georgia. I'm a country boy. I'm proud of it. I'm in my late 30s. I'm a millennial. And I believe that the men are supposed to be strong and bold and unapologetic. They call us toxic masculinity and all that crap. So be it. Yeah, I got toxic masculinity. Men are not pigs. We're just men. There's nothing wrong with us being sexual. There's nothing wrong with us wanting women. Now, it's a fine line between being disrespectful to a woman versus just being attracted to a woman. And some guys just be doing too much. But I understand where he's coming from.
There are no waves of feminism. It is the same message it's been since, Seneca Falls in 1849, right? I believe it's 49. 1850. Let's round it off. 1849 up to the time that women got the right to vote in 1920. 70 years. Same thing. They were terrorists. They bombed churches. They bombed police precincts. They planned assassinations. There, go read. There's a book called The Feminist Bombers or Suffragette Bombers. They were considered terrorists at that time, and they still are today. It's just in a different formula, and they've succeeded because of idiots like this. Because what happens here is you get a guy who is like pretentious fuck, like Ben Shapiro, who wants to get all moralistic about shit and then say, well, feminism sucks and it's bad for us, but it's because men's fault. Men are the ones that we're pigs anyways, and we brought women down to our level of piggishness. That's apologetics is what that is. And you know where that comes from? It comes from a mind that has been molded by feminism.
I think it's safe to say that the rational male does not like Ben Shapiro. I agree with him on a lot of his points. That men like Ben Shapiro, who want to try to be the good guy and cater to women. Yeah, he's simping. Ben Shapiro is simping when it comes to the feminism movement. And just to wrap things up, you know where you don't see feminism at? In the Middle East. Those countries over there, they do not play. And I'm not saying that America should follow their blueprint, but there is no such thing as feminism in Saudi Arabia and Iran and Iraq and some of those places. The women are covered up. The women are definitely treated a lot differently. They don't have the rights that they have over here. But I believe in American society, we've given women too much power. Look at the divorce laws. Look at family courts. Women file for divorce, 75% of the time? The children get awarded to the women 85% of the time, even though the woman is not always the best parent. I can go on and on and on, and you guys know I'm telling the truth. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just had to do a reaction to that video because I was just like shocked to hear him talk about Ben Shapiro so explicitly. And he's a very direct, blunt, not beat around the bush type of guy, and I like that about him. I like men who, let their nuts hang and not be scared to say what they want to say. I'm the same way. I'm just a lot smaller of a channel. So just wanted to do a quick little reaction. Y'all can go over there and check out his channel if you never heard of him. That's the type of content that he does. Appreciate y'all watching.